Hello, I'm Diana. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Chef Post, and today I have a very special guest for you. If you want to have a healthy reset this year, this is for you. So, as I told you, I have a very special guest for you today. We have Catalina Londoño from Salud y Balance. She is our amazing holistic coach. She's an amazing nutritional coach here in US, in Colombia, everywhere. You can reach her out at Salud y Balance. And today we're cooking a very special meal that is included in our healthy reset challenge this year. Welcome!
Hello, Diana. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here in your kitchen.
This is our first episode, so we are super excited. Let's see how this goes. So, what are we doing today? This is your kitchen.
Okay, so we're going to be making a very simple meal. It's Asian fusion chicken wraps. Okay, so basically what we need is obviously the chicken, the ground chicken, and we're going to be using lots of vegetables. So this is when I cook, my main ingredients are always vegetables. So we're going to be using coleslaw, the coleslaw mix. Instead of having to cut the cabbage, we can be practical and use the coleslaw mix. As we have always talked about, we want things to be easy to make. So people can easily make these in their houses. Okay, so we're going to have using onions, garlic, ginger, and then for spicing things up, we're going to be using liquid aminos, which I like to use instead of soy sauce because soy sauce usually has gluten, and this is gluten-free, soy-based but gluten-free. We're going to be cooking with avocado oil, where we can also use coconut oil, or we could also use olive oil, but I prefer this one because its taste is very, very mild. We're going to use some honey, some sriracha, and this is one of my tips is I don't like to use extra oil. So when I use the oil to start cooking, to make things get a little bit brown or grilled, and then we'll be using broth.
Tip alert.
So instead of oil, we use broth to finish cooking the meats or the vegetables. Because sometimes when we're cooking the vegetables, they get dry.
Okay.
So we don't want to add more oil. We can add more broth. This has a lot of protein as well, a lot of collagen. It's an organic bone broth, so this is very
Where do you get this one?
This one you can get in any supermarket.
Oh, okay.
So there's a couple of brands. We can maybe, during the comments, give them some additional tips of brands that people can use. This is basically it. Then we're going to be decorating cilantro and sesame seeds and some cashew nuts. So this is quite a low-carb meal, but we can also pair it with rice.
Okay,
with rice, so it's actually good for lunch or for dinner.
Okay, so let's get cooking. It's a huge responsibility to use.
Let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Here we are,
So
like our amazing chefs.
The first thing we need to do is cut the onions and prep the garlic because, of course, this is the base for everything. Flavor with garlic and with onion. It's going to be about half an onion for the pound of chicken we're going to be using.
Okay, and these are red onions.
These are red onions, but you can also use the white onions and even scallions.
So please, Catalina, tell us a little bit. Well, first of all, what is it exactly, a holistic coach? What do you do? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so basically what I do is I train people to take control of their health through nutrition. Okay, so basically it's conscious eating. We want people to know where their food comes from, where basically we want people to know where their food comes from. Like the quality of the food is so important. Okay, we also want people to be aware that eating vegetables is super important for their health, okay, for reversing and preventing diseases. Eating the rainbow every day or the most that you can is super important for protecting our health.
We're ready. Let's go to the pan and get started. Let's get cooking. So we're going to start with 2 tablespoons approximately of oil. And here we're going to be cooking the onions with the garlic and the chicken. Now I reduce the heat to medium and start with the onions.
For a few minutes until these onions start to cook.
you're gonna see them start cooking, but not getting brown. We don't want them to get brown. So let's add the chicken, and then we'll add some salt and some pepper. Okay. So right now we're gonna add a little bit of honey to give it a hint of sweetness. And then it's going to be about 2 tablespoons of the liquid aminos. Okay, so now this is a little bit drier now, and we want the chicken actually to be a little brown. Let's add our coleslaw mix here. Look at these beautiful colors, and they cook so fast. Now let's add the carrots. You can cut the carrots however you want. For practical reasons, I just chose to do them like this. We're ready to turn this one off, and just set it aside while we cook the veggies. Let's add some salt and pepper here. We can use garlic powder, we can use onion powder. A little bit of broth instead of adding more oil. Okay, so right now we're gonna be joining the vegetables and the chicken. It's super simple, very tasty. I would say, you can eat this, like I said, with rice, with lettuce, with salad. Okay, so our wonderful Asian fusion chicken is ready. Okay, here it is. So now we're going to prepare the wraps. We're going to be using some cilantro. We're going to be using some cashews. You can use sesame seeds. You can even use the bagel.
Yes,
bagel
love
seasoning.
love it.
But let's use the cashews.
We are super into also at Chef Post avoid food waste.
Exactly.
This is why many of our chefs are booked to cook with the customer's ingredients. In case you have groceries at home, the chef can cook with whatever you have.
As long as you have, some vegetables, obviously some, basic ingredients. Somebody that knows, or if you learn, you can learn to whip up meals with whatever you have. Okay, so we're using these iceberg lettuce wraps. It could be easier with the romaine, but these work lovely as well. We just put our meat here. We can put some cilantro.
This is so tasty,
This
guys.
is very tasty. And then we can use some cashews. Yummy, yummy cashews. Okay, we are ready, Diana. This is it.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I am gonna enjoy these.
Let's taste.
Let's taste. Well, thank you so much, Catalina.
You're welcome.
I cannot wait for you guys to have the Reset 2024 meal plan made by yours and only Catalina, your holistic coach. And don't forget to join before January, what's the good
25th.
25th. That's the last day you can join. It's a 3-week challenge where you're gonna see 3 weeks full of meals, and you can enjoy
Delicious, healthy meals that are easy to prepare and that your whole family will like. They will help you reset your body and your mind.
And if you need help or you don't have time to do that, you can always book your chef. So let's try this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Oh my goodness. This is good.